Alright, plane geometry 1.16 congruence. So congruence basically just means the same as two plane figures are congruent if they have the same size and shape. Such figures can always be made to coincide. Alright, so a new symbol that we're going to see is the symbol for congruence. Two things to be congruent to each other is going to have the symbol, it's like an equal sign along with an approximate wave above it. Alright, so if they tell us that, that more than anything, the part that will throw us off in this is the new notation. If they can be made to coincide, that means they can fit exactly on top of each other. The problem is on our paper, maybe they don't look like it because they're positioned differently. But this means that if two such figures were to be cut from the paper, it would always be possible to make one exactly match the other. So if we cut, say, two triangles that are congruent out of the paper and set them on top of each other, we could make them look exactly the same. That would be called superposition. The angles and the sides which would match are called corresponding or homologous. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, parts. So keywords. We need to know what congruent means. We need to know corresponding. That's what I'm going to use instead of the word I can't pronounce. What that means for us is if they tell us that, say we have triangle EFK. Right? All that's really telling us is that we have a triangle. It's not going to be a very good triangle. EFK. And we have a congruent triangle. Say this one is congruent to triangle E double prime, F double prime, K double prime. All right, so the primes are just a way that we can write the same variable, but meaning a different spot. So instead of using like X and Y, we can use X and X prime. These have corresponding angles, and what that means is if this is my triangle E double prime, F double prime, K double prime. Now these are not congruent by my drawing, but they're congruent based off what I told you about them. If I was to superposition this, I would spin this around where the E double prime is corresponding to E, the F double prime is corresponding to F, and the K double prime is corresponding to K. Where that really helps us out is when we start talking about maybe this one has a 45-degree angle. If angle K has a 45-degree angle here, then angle K double prime also would have a 45-degree angle because they're corresponding angles from congruent triangles. All right. Superposition is probably the easiest way if we're able to stack them on top of each other to see if two are congruent. If they have to have the same size and the same shape. All right, that gives you there's 5 exercises on exercise 1.16 to look at, just to give you some practice with congruency.